Hey there, everybody, Mr. Larson here. Today, I'm going to be going over the cellular reproduction digital lesson, what you're going to be doing, and basically how it's all going to work out. So this is very similar to any other digital lesson you have done. Basically just answering questions, watching screencasts, watching videos, reading through articles in order to answer the different questions. So first, before you get started, always start off at the top. So what are the two things that you know about DNA or chromosomes? So reflecting back on what you guys did in week 6, what you learn about DNA and chromosomes. Just two things, just list them off. Next, we're going to be talking about chromosomes, taking a deeper dive into chromosomes and basically how they function in our bodies. The next part is what we're going to be looking into is meiosis. So sounds very similar to what we've talked about before in mitosis, but this is a different sort of process. So you're going to watch this video, read this article, and basically use any other sources you can find in order to create, to fill out this table here. So you're going to want a screenshot of what the different phases look like. And then also just a quick description about what is happening in each phase, maybe 2-3 sentences, and then you can move on. After you finish up the table, answer the questions below. Basically, how many cells are being created through meiosis? What is the process? Why is process crossing over? So that's something that's kind of important. Why is it so important? And then finally, what one difference is between the process of mitosis and meiosis. So basically reflecting back on what you've learned before. Once you finish that, you're going to move on to karyotyping and sex chromosomes. There's a screencast featuring myself, so you're welcome for that. Basically just working through a presentation, answering these questions here as you sort of work through. So like taking a deeper dive into what karyotyping is, and basically what could happen if things go wrong. And then once you finish that, you're going to basically do a karyotype lab. So in this situation, you have been basically selected as a child care doctor. You have received a cell sample about a couple's unborn child. You have created this karyotype, and basically what you are going to do is analyze this karyotype and determine if there is something wrong. And once you figure that out, basically what that issue is, what the abnormality is, what type of genetic disorder does that abnormality apply to. You can Google that. I don't expect you to know what the different genetic disorders are. So if you figure out what it is, feel free to Google search it, and it'll tell you basically what the genetic disorder is. And last but not least, what is the sex of the child? So these are 3 questions that you can answer with any karyotype. So that's basically the whole digital lesson. Just go through each step, work through the questions. It's going to have a couple grades associated with, so make sure you complete the whole thing before you submit it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will see you guys later.